So last week there was a lot of talk about the Peacock series for Crystal Lake ending. Like basically, Bryan Fuller was left the show due to creative differences, and then they said A24 was going to go in a different direction. So today we got some news that just makes me go. At this point, I'm just waiting for something physical. Like, just give me an actual thing. Like, that's all I ask. Give me an actual thing, and then I will be more excited. Because it's getting ridiculous now. After how long the court battle was, and then we got Hope with the Crystal Lake series, and now with Bryan Fuller and A24 basically sounding like they hated well, okay, I take that back. It sounded like there were some major creative differences, and now we have this, and we have nothing to show for it. We have absolutely nothing. Fuck all to show for this. And I want to be excited. I really do. I want to be 100% excited for this. But as it stands, I'm just kind of like, really? This is what we're doing? Like, this is we're gonna do this? Okay. And that is the announcement of Jason Universe. What is Jason Universe, you ask? Glad you asked! I don't fucking know either! Victor Miller, this is the company that's apparently going to be bringing us Jason Voorhees products directly from Victor Miller. So I guess the whole thing with Sean S. Cunningham is over, like, officially, because there was that whole, like, Cunningham owns these things from the property and Miller owns these things from the property. I guess it was just smarter for Cunningham to just give everything to Miller and then get a cut of the money. That's what I've kind of gleaned, but I could be wrong on that. But that's what it really does feel like. So, Victor Miller, and apparently still working with A24. I don't know if that's true, or if he's still working with A24, but from the reports I've read is that it does seem like he's still working with A24 on a project. But yeah. So now we have Jason Universe, a studio that will be bringing us Friday the 13th content in one shared universe. And this is one of those times where I'm like, maybe a shared universe is not a good idea because you only have the one character. I mean, what can you really do? And they've also said, and this comes from A24 directly, apparently, is that the movie rights are still kind of messy, but they are directly with Dimension Films. So it would have to be so. I do think A24 has probably scrapped the idea for the TV show to rework it as a full-on movie with Dimension Films' help. That's what I think they're going to do, but again, they could just do a full-on TV show and not bother with the movie entirely. I think at this point, because Bryan Fuller basically gave us all the stuff he wanted to do with Jason, and we were even going to get a full episode of just one giant chase scene. How cool would have been? I'm also still hoping that we get like a Jason, and this may be a little heretical, but I wouldn't be opposed to a Jason film that is a found footage movie. I've seen it done in like about 3 different fan films, and they've all really worked. Like they've all really like Jason is the I think the only slasher you could get away with doing a found footage movie on. And besides, Jason gets all the cool, he's been to space, why not get a found footage movie too? Anyway, I'm getting off topic. So, yeah, we're basically getting this this whole thing of it's what apparently from this company is that it's going to have multiple projects. Hence, people are going, oh, it's a shared universe. Don't know if that's what it is, but that's what it sounds like. That's kind of the wordplay a lot of people use. So, what do we have? We have a canceled show, a show that is either being canceled or being reworked. And being reworked as a movie. I'm kind of leaning towards the latter. We have a IP that has been in legal battle hell for about 14 years. For almost we're going on we're approaching nearly 20 years. And we have nothing to show. And now we have this movie studio that has produced nothing for us. And yes, I'm aware. It just got announced. I'm fully aware that this just got announced. I'm very much aware. But the thing of it is that Victor Miller and everyone else behind this should have done this from the get-go. Like, this should have been, like, something that should have been done the moment you got this. Like, rather than just be like, oh, I'm just going to rework everything and then throw out this this new movie project. I mean, on the very bare minimum, at least gears are moving. Inching, I should say. The gears are moving like a bunch of rusted gears are finally got the oil, and now they're starting to turn, and it's going to take a while to get things moving. I'm well aware that, like, this is all new, and this is all, like, stuff that still needs to be, like, worked on and things like that, and, like, it's this project really still needs to, breathe and whatnot, but, like, if this thing announces anything, I am at the point. It's the same thing when it like the Crow movie, when there was like, oh, the project's going, the project's not going, the project's going. No, it's not. This is gonna be my thoughts on it, like I had with the Crow film and several other projects that I've seen on and off again. I'm just at the point where it's like, until I see a trailer, like a full-on trailer, or at the bare minimum a teaser, I'm not gonna believe this is gonna happen. Like, I'm not gonna have any faith and stock in this for a while. That's how much this whole, all of these shenanigans have broke me as a fan of Friday the 13th. So, yeah. Like, I can believe that we are getting, another Halloween project. They've announced that. They've got shit working on that. And while I was kind of hoping it was going to be more about Halloween, it was going to be more centered around Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. That's what I was kind of hoping for. They've now said, oh, the TV show will be more based on the original film, which means more Michael, but we'll see how that goes, and it'll be a new continuity. I'm a little exhausted. So while I'm interested, my excitement for it dipped because I was like, oh, I was more interested in the idea for Season of the Witch, like going back to Halloween 3. That would have been a cool new take. All right. Anyway, but this gives me, until I see something from this new company from Victor Miller, I really can't put stock in anything at this point because I can't trust that that anything's going to come off the ground. That's where I am. Like, that's where I am as a fan. So until I see anything like tangible, and again, I know new company, but this should have been done first rather than half-ass your way through working with Peacock and A24, and then throw up your hands and go, oh well, I'll just make my own company while I'm at it, and then make all these other projects. That's what bothers me about this. That it just really feels like Victor Miller just threw his lollipop in the dirt and stormed off. And I can't speak for Miller, but from other, it really does sound like him and Cunningham are still having pissing contests. But whatever. So I'm just going to leave it off with, until I see something tangible with this shit, I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. So yeah. So you guys tell me in the comments below, do you guys even care about... Are you guys where I'm at with the Jason property? And what do you guys think of this whole Jason Universe group? Are you guys excited or are you guys not? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.